What's happening, everybody? This is Shelton J. This is Brandon Whitting. This is Vincent Booker. This is straight from the streets. And this is Tuesday. And I hope you guys get marinated, because get ready to get educated on this round table discussion tonight. Can you dig it? What's happening, my brothers?
Yeah, man.
Straight from the
good,
streets
man.
in the building. Once again,
that
man.
cold front coming in.
It's all right, man. I've been cold, man. I keep coats in my car in the middle of July. I stay cold, brother. I stay so cold. I stay so cold. I got 4, 5 chinchillas in the trunk right now.
Hey, that's what that rapper Tuesday said. He said he's so cold his microphone need a coat or something like that.
Already. Keep it cold.
I like
Keep it cold, baby. Keep it cold. Man, what's happening, gentlemen? Y'all doing all right?
Yes, sir. Can't complain.
Solid. There's no need to complaining, man. It don't change nothing but your blood pressure, man. Fix it or leave it alone. Fix it or leave it alone. Can you dig it? We talking about we talking group economics tonight, right? But before we get into all that stuff, man, you know, I want the people to know what you guys do. You know, what's your positions in your particular companies, right? What you representing? How can the people get a hold of you guys and support what you have going on? And then we can jump on into this group economics or lack thereof. Can you dig it? Mr. Brandon Whiting, let the people know about you, my brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Brandon Whiting, you know, I do I got the moving company, the Bees Moving. Nothing too big, nothing too small. You can reach me by inboxing me on Facebook, you know, or you can email me at brandonwhiten20@gmail.com. My last name is 2 T's, WHITTING. You know, I also do motivational speaking, you know, to schools, organizations, you know, wherever it's needed. You can line up that as well. You know, like I say, been working hard on the book, got that coming.
Right.
You know, we got the music coming as well. Time frames, man. We got to get this stuff done. So, that's pretty much what I got going.
Solid. Mr. Booker.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm Vincent Booker, man. I'm friend Brandon Whiting and Shelton on Facebook. Also, y'all can contact me on my email at akill8260@gmail.com. You know, motivation speaking, man, it's trying to be inspiration any way I can, man. You know what I mean? And, you know, support Brandon, man. He got the Busy Bees movement. Man, Brandon got the music we working on, you know. And I gotta, that's for all y'all people that's been waiting to anticipate this CD from me and Brandon, man. I'm gonna take responsibility on that, man, because we supposed to bid on had it done. It ain't that we ain't got the material, but y'all can look forward to it, man. It's gonna be nice, man. And other than that, man, just trying to stay focused, bro.
Solid. That's what you got to do, man. I tell you guys what, man. I'm totally looking forward, man, to bringing you guys up, man, on that event in February. I'm so looking forward to that, man. You know, when you guys get out there and get on that stage, man, I connected with that lady, brother, and we solid. It's all good, man. So I really, So I really appreciate that, man.
Shout out
to
to her
on the panel to speak, you know, so I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Tasha Dearborn, man.
Shout
out. Thank you so much. You know, we connected. That's another connection, man. That's a good system.
Well, that's what it's about, though, man. I mean, connect this thing, man. You know, you remember that little game back in the day, like a little puzzle, right? Where, like, you get the little dots, and all the dots, once they connected, right, they made a picture, right? But you couldn't get the picture until you connected the dots, right? So now we out here connecting the dots, man, and now we're going to end up getting the bigger picture, right? We're going to get the whole picture, and then once we get that joker, the picture drawn up and all connected, then we're going to color it in, and we're going to get it all nice and fancy, and then now we're going to have portraits, and we're going to probably sell them. I just mess with y'all.
Right
but I'm just simply saying, no, man.
Hey.
I just joking.
It's all good, man.
Hey, man, all right, brother. We talking about the need for group economics, right? Or the lack of group economics, or why is it so hard to accomplish group economics? You know, we want to talk about all those things tonight, and of course, as we always do, you know, come up with some solutions and some viable options that we can leave the show. Once the show is over, leave and start implementing those things. So that's the whole purpose of this whole thing, man, to talk about the group economics or the lack thereof, right? Now, kick this thing off, man. How do you guys How do you guys feel about integration and its effects on our group economics with integration? Mr. Booker, you can go first, my brother, because I know sometimes you get caught up in that program, man. Your phone gets tripping sometimes, and they get the chemtrails. The chemtrails start messing with the line. So we'll make sure we get you in, my man. All right, Mr. Booker, what's your thought on that, man? And then we'll start jumping on some other stuff, man, because I asked that for a reason.
Right, most definitely, and it's interesting though. It's interesting, man, because if we have to understand what integration did to with the economic, plight for Black America. It curtailed us, man. You know what I mean? Just don't be honest. It curtailed us. We stopped dealing with each other. You know what I mean? We stopped going to each other's stores. We stopped going to each other's departments. We had our own. It's like people had their own schools. They had their own teachers. They owned everything. We talked about it time and time again. The only thing integrated was our money.
Yes.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing. And some of these truths, we have to start calling it out for what it is, man. Because, man, I don't been from the South, the down South, the West Coast, and the East Coast, all the way around the United States, bro. And our people are suffering, bro. All the way around.
All around.
They suffering, bro. All the way around, bro. All the way around, bro, we suffering. All the way around, we suffering, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's only because of their plight to keep us where we is, because we understood after the Emancipation Proclamation, man. All the ex-slaves, all the man skills, all of them, with nobody a slave didn't have a job, everybody worked. So for us to be at the bottom like the way we are, it has to be a system that's designed to keep us like that. And another thing is, we tribal people. Our ancestors did come from Africa, but they didn't all come from the same part of Africa. Right. Some of them didn't understand each other's languages. You know what I mean? So that played a role. We tribal people. We're tribal people, and that makes it hard because you're not going to deal with everybody that you see because of their skin, but because of what they look like. You're only going to deal with those that's like-minded. So I would say, to read some of those situations, it's just like with me and you and Brandon, some of the things that we got planned. As long as we got that plan and other individuals or groups or organizations out there and they doing the same thing that we're doing, at some point we're going to have that opportunity to sit down and talk to the head. And if all the heads are on the same level, we moving anyway.
Good, you know what I mean?
So, you know what I'm saying? we gotta keep that vision. We gotta keep that vision. We gotta keep that vision. Keep that vision, and
you're right.
Oh, no, you good. But it's like we do though. Like we got a lot of black organizations out here, right?
Yes,
we got a lot of them.
We do.
They don't seem effective because because all the heads are not on the same page. But it gives them more room if say like with Brandon, if Brandon do 100 people that's willing to do the supporting the way he's going, 100 people supporting the way you're going, 100 people supporting the way I'm going, but me, you, and Brandon going in the same direction. We know that, right? That's 300 people. Right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So as long as it's being done, at some point we'll see the impact. But right now, it's blurry, man. It's blurry. If there's no love, there's no trust.
Yeah, that's the key. That's the key right there, man. The love and the trust aspect of it, man. That's what's missing a lot of it, man. Mr. White, I know you chomping at the bit, my brother, man. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I'm patient, man. I'm listening. But
yeah. It's all good. That's what I like about the show, though, man. It flows real well, though. Like I said, Vincent has his take. I have my take. You have your take. Everybody has their take, and it's like nobody's trying to overtake one another. Or we don't even agree on everything or disagree on everything. It's just a good round table type conversation because, like you say, though, man, that's the important part of it, that we lay it out and at least have the conversation. Then we can come up with some solutions.
Right.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, my man.
Yeah, I want to say that, first of all, I just believe, money is a universal language, because we talking about business, that's the focus tonight, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's not, we should be willing to do business with anybody, but I think some things that harms us is that we just don't have control of businesses. When we're dealing, when we're being consumers, and and purchasing, and that's what hurts us. And when, sometimes it's like mistrust of our own people, you know what I mean? And that stuff go back to slavery too. A lot of that stuff is changing, and I want to say that I had a close friend that went to Atlanta, and she was telling me, you know, I've been to Atlanta, but I just spent enough time there. But
Right.
you know, a lot of black people in Atlanta are living like a lot of white people, you know, versus where I stay at College Station or Houston, who you see mostly running stuff. But see, that's real big in Atlanta. So I think a lot of times us as black people, especially in the South versus East Coast, we don't see a lot of our black people doing these things. So this is why we're not geared toward it. But that's why we got to travel and look, you know what I mean? Because the East Coast, they've been doing that stuff, bro. Philly, Atlanta's been doing it. And in Washington, D.C. used to be called
Chocolate City.
Chocolate City, you know what I mean? So this stuff has been going on, but we just behind. You know what I mean? That's all it is, bro. This stuff, the knowledge that we kicking right now, they've been doing it since the 90s on the East Coast. And it ain't our fault that we was behind because, you know, look where we at, Texas. And we love where we from, but we talking about the school system and things we wasn't taught. So a lot of us, we just catching up. But, you know, things are changing, bro. And to me, it's just about connecting with people of like mind. Everybody ain't going to change, and everybody's not going to change. That's okay. We'll meet them down the road if they want to get on board. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm not frustrated with none of this, you know, with, hey, you don't want to do it? Hey, it's always somebody. I connected with you, connected with Vincent. They'll see later on the big picture, and they can come in. You know, we got a spot and we can do some business. So that's just how I look at it, bro.
Well, you proved a valid point. You said a valid point, though, man. I think oftentimes you get caught up in who's not participating, who's not down for the cause, who's not being woke, if you will, to where you almost negate and ignore the people that are down for you.
Right.
You know, as we talk about, man, give me 5 people that's down rather than 50 that's not. Right? I take that 5 all day, and we can work with that. You know, we can always grow from there because, again, we're building a solid foundation, and that's the key. I think a lot, as you say, though, man, a lot of times we do such a blanket stuff and want to do, well, because you black, you should be about this cause. Because you my brother, you should be with this cause. Maybe. Maybe not. Right? So but as you say, you just meet them where they are, and then we go from there. But what's your mission? What's your goal? What's your game plan? Stick to that. No matter who's on board, no matter who's not, as long as you stick to that, then guess what? Growth is going to come because consistency pays off, right? If you consistently eat bad food, you're going to get fat, right? If you consistently exercise and eat well, then you're going to get in shape. So consistency has its ways of showing whether it's good or bad. So I like that fact, though, man, that we can hit on that aspect of it, though, man. That's a valid point, though, brother. You know, that everybody won't be on board. Everybody won't be a black power, rah, rah, rah. But again, I think that's okay. I believe, though, man, that has to be the part that people, I guess, within the movement, quote unquote, get over is that everybody won't be down, you know, and everybody won't like it. But like I said, it doesn't mean disagreement doesn't mean discord, right? It doesn't mean that, like, and we see it. You seen it too, man. We talked about this. The woke community or whatever arguing with each other. Well, you believe this, you believe that. Well, you ignorant for believing this. Well, you ignorant for believing that. Well, you know, you have Christian people that'll be saying you crazy for being Muslim. Muslims saying you crazy for being Christian. People saying this or whatever. So you got all these different fights within fighting. You know, but what is the root cause? What are we fighting? You know, what is a mission at the end of the day? No matter what a person believes, no matter what a person subscribes to, can you come to a common denominator on the end goal? What is the mission? What is the mission? And I think oftentimes that gets overlooked.
Well, you know, it's ironic that you mentioned that because, you know, on Islam, like it's not the religious belief. Even when you said that, it's really the people. Right. That's exactly what you just said, the common denominator. And that's what God tells us to do. You know, you look for what you have in common with people. And that goes for business. That goes for, whether it's religion, you know, just being human. So we look for that more so than these other things, and it'll be better. But I want to say this, and I'm going to pass the mic. But, you know, I don't think that we should get a pass either just because we black. You know, and this is what I mean by this. You know, just because you're black, if you're not, you know, I heard stories like this. Some black people treating, you know, on some business and treating their customers bad, bro.